3:08, and I just finished the last thing I had to get done before the competition. I mean, before like this weekend, you know. I was going to. I got most everything done like yesterday and before that, as well as at school. But there was one thing I couldn't get done because like in this online dual enrollment class, I have to. For the second part of the week, or like just in overall the week, I have to reply to like people that did discussion posts as well in this class, and I was the first person to do this assignment, and no second person did it like last night or something, so I replied to them today, and you have to reply to two people, so this person did it since 11 or so a.m., so then now I replied to them, and I'm done for the week. If no one did it just now when I checked, I was probably gonna have to do it on Sunday, but I didn't want to do that. But now it's out of the way. It was only a 50-word reply, so it wasn't too difficult. It took like 5 minutes. But yeah, now I'm gonna practice. I'm gonna practice some 6x6. Even though it's tentative, I want to practice because if it happens, I want to have a chance at breaking some PBs because right now those 6x6 PBs are really good. I could not see myself beating that single in 3 solves unless I got lucky, and that mean I'd have to get lucky as well because that means like 5 seconds faster than what I average at home. So I'd have to do pretty good again, and that's unlikely. So I'm gonna try to be averaging closer to 225. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but just so it's more likely for me to break some PBs if 6x6 does happen. This 5x5 solve probably could have been like 56 or so, but during edges it was going really good, and I had and I started hesitating a lot because I had some lucky cases, and then I still was able to get through them pretty well, and then near the end I like skipped an edge, and then I had when I got to the last 2 edges, it was like 42 turning 43, and I had to do this. I was doing this last thing before I got to the last 2 edges, and I did this last alg. And I was probably like 45 or so when I was on 3x3 stage, and on 3x3 stage it was a pretty nice last layer case. I mean, not pretty. It wasn't like that good, but it was full step, and then I was just shaking a lot because I knew it could have been good. Probably still could have been sub 1 even with that because it probably could have been like a 14-second 3x3 stage, but you know, it's not a bad solve at all. So I've been doing quite a bit of queuing. The only event I haven't practiced yet is Square 1, which I'll practice tomorrow before the competition. But I did 3 blind attempts. They were 2 minutes 50 something, 3 minutes 06, and 2:48. They were the first one was 2 twisted corners off, the second one was 3 corners off, and the last one was 2 flipped edges off. So they're all very close with alt DNF. So that shows me that if there's blind at the comp, I need to go a little safer and maybe get a 3-minute success versus just 2-minute DNF. Hope I could get a mean, but that's probably unlikely because it's in competition as well. But maybe if I go a little safe on them, I can. But yeah, it's like 10:37 or so. I woke up like 2.5 hours ago, but I was editing videos and uploading them and stuff. I also was planning stuff for the future. I was thinking about doing another competition, not like a big one, but like a smaller one that's just like blind events and like more uncommon events and stuff. But I hope that could work out. That'd be pretty cool, and I hope I could do that. And I was just thinking about future competitions that I may be able to go to as well, because that'd be cool. So yeah. So I'm going to FSYO. We're figuring out more things about hopefully holding a comp in March that's like uncommon events mostly and big cubes and stuff like that, as well as like all the blind events, you know, and 2 rounds of 3 blind, and possibly 2 rounds of 5x5. But that's not definite yet. I hope that does happen. But I'm uploading my vlog-ish thing from the competition. I didn't take as many like vlog videos. I basically just did solves of the competition. Talked with other people I've never met before. I met someone that lived in Pensacola. I don't remember their name, but I know they got a 14:01 3x3 average in the first round. So I can find their name because there were so many people there. It's hard to remember everyone's name. Even though this person I did see many times at the competition, I know a lot of these people. I can figure out what their actual names were, but there were just so many people. I'm sure there's people that I met that don't remember my name either. But anyway, yeah, I'm about to go to play, and I want to try to do every event every week, like, and I also want to try to do a few attempts at multi-blind and 4 and 5 blind each week as well. Maybe not, maybe just like 1 5-blind attempt each week, but I want to try to do that. I think I can. And take time out of my day at the end of the day when I'm just sitting there doing nothing to do that. And my dad's making noises, like he's like, when is he gonna be done taking a video? Oh, that's what, he's really annoyed with me. Okay. It's like 3:27, and I think I'm finally going to switch to Yao for 4x4 after not doing so good in my last 4 rounds officially at 4x4. I got 239 averages and 240 averages, which is kind of upsetting because that's 4 rounds, and I averaged 38, and I couldn't get a 38 average in 4 rounds. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 rounds of 4x4 in 2 weeks. I can't get anything good. I'm going to try to actually finally switch to Yao for real. I'm back home. I was doing some stuff on Keeping Time. I did a few events on there. Nothing too special. 3x3, pretty normal, like slightly above global average, but it had a counting 10. Like Pure Minx, like a 4 average. Same with Ski was a low 4 average, Pure a high 4 average. Like just pretty normal stuff, nothing too exceptional. I mean, I got a counting 2 on Ski, which is pretty nice, but since I don't really practice Ski much, but like nothing too amazing. I'm also going to hopefully do a 4-blind attempt today if I can, but I really want to do one and see if I can get a PB or something. Yeah. I recorded this as well, but I got a PB on 4-blind 30 minutes and 11 seconds point something. Let's get to it. Right here, it took like 5 or 6 seconds just to stop the timer, so it was probably 30 minutes 5. I also messed up on the first 2 center targets, but I fixed it, so yeah, probably would have easily been sub 30. And I reviewed way too much, and it took a long time for memo and execution. I was trying a new memo method as well, but yeah, I'm going to hopefully get a much faster success, or just like attempt next time. The cool thing is, I haven't done 4-blind in quite a while, but my last 3 attempts were all successes, so I technically have a mean of 3 and an average of 5 because I DNF'd the one before that. It was like, let's see, what was it? It was 31 minutes 51 seconds when I did that one. It was 3 corners off, so would have been already a mean of 3, but yeah, it's all good. So at least I got a PB. Hopefully I can get much faster next time though. It's 5:01 p.m. and I'm just going to do a few solves on probably 3x3 or something. Then I'm going to do some 4-blind, so yeah. So I did another 4-blind attempt. I had a good start until I got interrupted by my thing I was listening to stop. The reason I was only listening to stuff is because I'm at the karate school and there's class and stuff, so it's distracting outside of where I am. So yeah, it was 34 minutes 45 seconds, but it could have been better. Also, I'm really surprised at how this is a success because there was one of the letter pairs that I didn't memorize while I was doing it, and I realized that I never shot to I while I was doing it. And I was like, I remember starting to do that, but I guess I didn't. And then I went back and I realized I was too off because I knew I actually had 25 targets, and I was like, thinking, well, I shot to this as a buffer, but I never solved this, so it must be IM, because I remembered I, and then it must be M after, because I only had 23, and then I did that all with the blindfold on, figuring that out. So yeah, that's a cool thing. But I also got a really confused during center memo, and that made it take way longer than it should have for center memo, but it was okay. At first I did corners, then wings, and I had a really nice start, and then I got interrupted by that stopping, and that cost me like probably a few minutes of focus as well. So also I forgot to say, but during centers I had to undo like 6 letter pairs and redo them because I messed something up. But yeah, 7 out of 7. It was a really long time, but I'm still happy with 7 points. So yeah, it's point PB by 4 minutes. It was 1 hour 18 minutes. I was just streaming this on my channel, and it's still streaming right now. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I can probably get the time a lot faster, but yeah, still pretty happy with this as I successfully solved all the cubes. I was doing some 7x7, not the best, but I haven't done 7x7 in a few weeks. Probably the last time I actually did a time solve was like officially at Winter Warm-Up 2018. So yeah, I think I only had like 1 sub 2 centers. I think that was a 344. It's like 159. Yeah, but starting off, those like that 413, 416, they were like almost 220 centers, but once I got to the 402, 359, they were getting to low 2 minutes. They were almost always low 2 minutes. I feel I could get like, I could be, even, I had many mistakes on a lot of these solves, so if I got my centers down to sub 150, I could be like sub 330 very easily, and even with more practice, who knows what. Just don't practice 7x7 enough. I was doing some 3x3, not amazing, nothing that amazing at all. But I was also doing some 5x5 for quite a while. I couldn't get anything that good, but I was also really tired. Hopefully I can do better on another day because I really wanted to get a sub 1 and like a PB average of 5 and stuff like that, but I didn't get anything like that. My best solve I actually got was a 104. Not a lot of solves that definitely could have been sub 1 or at least really good as well, but it's okay. Yeah. I'm finally done with this extremely long essay that I had to do like in MLA format and do all these specific things and check for every single one of these things in this complicated rubric. There's more to it as well. There's like another page over here as well. I'm finally done. It's like 7:30 something. I haven't cubed it all. I've been working on this for like 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, 4 something hours. Working on just this. I got distracted quite a bit, but I still finished it all. I had some of it done for this, probably about 200 something words, but now it's all done to the best of my ability, so hopefully it's good, and I'm gonna submit it now, and then I can cube. I kind of want to practice some 4x4, trying to use Yao, so that's what I'm gonna try to do. It's 9:14, I'm going home now, but I was doing quite a bit of cubing on different events, no PBs, so I was pretty tired, just like yesterday, talking to Noah and stuff about different things. I practiced 2x2 for the first time in a while, not anything too bad at all, but it makes sense. My times make sense based on my lack of practice, yeah. This was a little while ago, but I got a 104.43 average of 5 on 5x5 as well as a 56.67 single, and that 56.67 single had 14 second centers, which I'm pretty sure is my fastest ever. It was 27 second edges and 13 second 3x3 stage. The edges were pretty nice, like that's a pretty nice time for edges for me, but they could have been better had I not been so nervous after getting such good centers. And it caused me a little bit of nerves because I was realizing, oh my gosh, this could be amazing, and that caused my look ahead to be a little slower than it probably could have been, but I'm still very happy with 56 single, so yeah. So I continued this session on 5x5 and I got my PB average of 5 down by almost 4 seconds. It's now sub what my PB average of 5 was before today, which is pretty insane. I continued this session, which I was doing before in 5x5, and before this solve at accounting 114, so it dropped my average of, well, I mean, I also had before that like a 111, so then after the 119 I got a 104, which changed accounting 111 to accounting 104, and then it changed accounting 114 to accounting 106 and the average of 12. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this because that now my average of 12 is actually sub my official average, and it's by over a second now, which it hasn't been for a few weeks because my previous average of 12 was actually 1 minute 10.30 something. So yeah, 6x6 PB single again with parity just like my last one, but I tied my fastest ever centers, which was also for my last PB. But this time I had 20-second 3x3 stage with OLO parity, which is still pretty nice, but it had my fastest ever reduction as well of 145. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. It's closer to sub 2, so yeah. So I had a quick average of 50 on 3x3. Nothing amazing, but not too bad at all. 932 is not a terrible average at all, considering my average of 1,000 is like 937, I think, but I haven't done one of those in a while. I haven't been improving much at 3x3 lately, but it's good to see that I'm not really getting much slower at all. Yeah. So I was practicing some Yao on 4x4, trying to get down faster than my speed on my normal method, but I got a 37 average of 5 and a 39 average of 12, so that's pretty good, considering I averaged 38 with my other method, and before today I was usually averaging 42 or so on Yao, so yeah, this is better. Decent on square one, decent stuff on square one. I had 12 out of 20 on parity, so it's a bit more than what's usual, and I also had 7 in a row there were parities, but I think I can get much faster at square one. I think I could easily get a sub 20 average of 50, definitely.